Good morning, kiddos. Miss Auda here. Today is April 1st, 2020. We're going to go over reading comprehension. So the lesson for today is reading comprehension. This video is for fourth graders. We're going to talk about reading informational text. So when we read informational text in fourth grade, we should be able to go back to the text. Refer means going back to the text and looking at details and examples so that we can explain what the text exactly says and be able to also refer back to those details and example to draw inferences to kind of explain what the author meant when the author didn't write down exactly what they meant. The next thing fourth graders should be able to do is to be able to determine the main idea of a text, tell exactly what the text was mostly about, and how it's being supported by the details in the text. You should also be able to summarize the text, quickly tell what the text was mostly about. And the last thing is that you should be able to explain events, procedures, ideas, or concepts in a historical, scientific, or technical text. For us today, we're going to be reading scientific text. So you should be able to explain the events, the procedures, and the ideas explained in the scientific text by including what happened and why based on the information that the text provided. So today's passage is Got Allergies. We're going to go ahead and read along with the passage, and let me make that bigger so you can see that better. And let's begin.
Got allergies? More people in the United States have allergies today compared with decades ago. Allergies are bad reactions to things around you or that you eat.
So right here, the author is trying to make a connection with us because we're in the United States, and the author explains that today we have more allergies than about 10 years ago or years ago. And the author also explains that allergies are bad reactions to things that are around us or some things that we put in our body.
In 2010, more than half of Americans were sensitive to at least one allergen. That was the finding of one survey by the National Institutes of Health. Allergens are things that set off allergies. Many allergens, such as dust and mold, are found in the air.
So the author goes back and dates the study that she's referring to. It's about 10 years ago, and what they found is that more Americans are sensitive to something, to an allergen. And I like how the author explains what an allergen is. Well, an allergen is what sets off our allergies. It's what we're allergic to. And the author also gave us where she found the survey, which was done by the National Institutes of Health. So that's a very good to support the main idea of this text. The author also explains what are some examples of allergens like dust and mold, and those are found in the air.
Allergies are increasing over time, said Andy Nish. He is a doctor from Georgia.
So right here, the author uses quotations to quote an expert. So this is not what the author is saying. This is what Andy Nish said, who is a doctor from Georgia, that allergies are increasing. They're going up over time.
Allergens in the air aren't the only problem. Kids' food allergies have risen too. Between 1997 and 2007, the number of kids with food allergies jumped 18%. Eating milk products and eggs can give some children rashes. Those foods can even cause some people to have trouble breathing.
So this paragraph talks about allergens, specifically food allergies, right? So we don't just find allergens in the air. They talk about different types of foods and gave us the year 1997 and 2007, about 10 years, that where they found kids allergies to food Jump means increase. It went up. That eating milk products and eggs can give some children rashes. So just we drink milk and we eat eggs, and a lot of the kids nowadays are allergic to these food, and the effects could just be a rash, which goes away, but there are some scarier effects, side effects, which can give someone a hard time breathing.
What's behind the spread of allergies? Some scientists think our immune systems don't have enough to do. Immune systems help our bodies fight germs. But kids today come in contact with fewer germs than their grandparents did. That's in part because more medicine is available. Experts say that when our immune systems have fewer germs to fight, they can get confused. They attack other things, such as milk that we drink, instead.
So here it talks about trying to explain why we have more allergies. And one explanation is that we have fewer germs than our grandparents did in the past. And part of the reason is that we have a lot more medicine available to us. So our body's not having to fight germs as much. We just take medicine and we feel better. And so that for that reason, our immune system are not fighting as much germs. And so they get confused and they then attack things that we eat, like milk or eggs.
Other scientists say hotter temperatures are to blame. They say the weather is warmer for longer periods now, so plants bloom longer. Plants release pollen, which is a common allergen. Doctors do not know for sure what's making allergies increase, but they do know how to treat them with medicine. There is very good treatment for allergies, Nish says. No one should suffer with symptoms.
So, aside from our immune system not having enough germs to fight, other scientists think or blame hotter temperature. With hotter temperatures, the plants are blooming longer, which means they release pollen, and pollen is one of the allergen that most people are allergic to. And so doctors don't know exactly what's causing all these allergies to go up. But now we have medicine to treat them, right? And Nish is the doctor from before is quoted here again. So this is what Nish says about allergy. So even though we have a lot of allergies, we have medicine for it and no one has to suffer.
Take cover. Dust and other allergens that float into your nose are in for a blast. A cough or a sneeze, that is. Both are natural reflexes, or responses, to help keep you from getting sick. Here's a look at the big bursts.
So here, look at that. It has a heading. It says take cover, and it talks about sneezes or things that happens to us when an allergen goes inside our nose. We either cough or we sneeze.
Sneeze. Sneezes start at the back of your throat. Each quick burst can force out up to 40,000 droplets of saliva. The tiny droplets travel at up to 300 miles per hour.
Oh my goodness, that's fast. So it explains to you what sneezes are, where it came from, and how many droplets of saliva. That's why you need to cover up, I guess, right? That's exactly the heading. Take cover.
Cough. Coughs come out of your lungs. Each blast can push out 3,000 saliva droplets as fast as 50 miles per hour. Enough air comes out to almost fill a 2-liter bottle.
So now this paragraph talks about coughs and where it comes from. So it comes from your lungs, and this one can push 3,000 saliva droplets. Another reason you need to cover your mouth. All right, and that's the end of this passage. Let's go ahead and go back. We're going to try to answer some questions related to the passage. Go ahead and get a piece of paper or pen and write your answer, and I will go over the answers at the end, the correct answers at the end. Number 1, according to the text, what are increasing in the United States? A, allergens, B, germs, C, allergies, or D, reflexes. Number 2, if I'm going too fast, you can pause the video. Which of the following best describes the solution proposed in the text for people who suffer from allergies? A, the solution is to stay away from dust and mold. B, the solution is to stop eating milk products and eggs. C, the solution is to hide from anything that causes allergies. Or D, the solution is taking medicine to help with allergy symptoms. Oops. Number 3, allergies can affect someone's everyday life. Oh, sorry. Number 3, allergies can affect someone's everyday life. What evidence can be used to support the statement? Is it A, more people in the United States have allergies today compared with decades ago? Does that show that it affects someone's life? B, allergens in the air aren't the only problem. C, those foods can even cause some people to have trouble breathing. D, but kids today come in contact with fewer germs than their grandparents did. Pick your answer. Number 4, what can be concluded from the passage? Is it A, a person with allergies is sick and needs to see a doctor? B, a person who sneezes and coughs often may have allergies? C, a person who drinks milk and eats eggs will definitely get allergies? Or D, a person who lives in a place with hot weather will never get allergies? Pick your answer. Number 5, what is the main idea of this article? Is it A, allergies are increasing, but simple steps can be taken to cope with them? B, our own human nature has produced more allergies than ever? C, everyday foods have caused a higher proportion of allergies than ever? Or D, coughs and sneezes are reflexes to allergens? Is that what the text was mostly about? All right, I'm going to go over the correct answers. For number 1, according to the text, what are increasing in the United States? Allergies. For number 2, which of the following best describes the solution proposed in the text for people who suffer from allergies? Well, the solution is they should take medicine to help with allergy symptoms. Number 3, allergies can affect someone's everyday life. What evidence can be used to support the statement? How can we show that allergies affect someone's life? Well, C, those foods can cause some people to have trouble breathing. Number 4, what can be concluded from the passage? What can we tell from the passage? A person who sneezed and coughs often may have allergies. Yep, we can figure that out. Number 5, what is the main idea of this article? A, allergies are increasing, but simple steps can be taken to cope with them. How did you do? I hope you got 100%. All right, bye, good luck, hope to see you soon. Now that you've completed the reading and the question, go ahead and go to my website and click on your grade level and choose the reading tab, and you may choose to read one of these books. I've added The Boy Who Loved Math at the end of it.